Hello, everybody. My name is Danny Udero, and I am the sports editor for the Silver City Sun News. Welcome to another edition of the Weekend Sports Report. And boy, oh boy, this weekend was excellent. If you were a Grant County sports fanatic, nothing but wins for Grant County volleyball and football teams. It was just an excellent weekend of sports. And we're going to start right off with Friday night, Halloween night, Cobre Silver District 3-4A football game. And boy, this game was one for the books. Hadn't seen a game this good in a long time. In fact, I think it's probably been at least 4 years since the Cobre Silver football game had been this great. And I just want to say it was a slobber knocker. It was that simple. Silver High coming out victorious, stealing a 13-6 victory from Cobre in Bayard on Halloween night. And this game just had everything. We're going to start right off with Cobre. You know, they did what they do best. They stuck with the pass. You live by the pass, you die by the pass. And, you know, their passing game was pretty good. But Calvin Roberson was harassed all night long. And I'm sure when he woke up on Saturday morning, maybe even Sunday morning, he was feeling it. Man of the hour for Silver, linebacker Sean Gutierrez. He was in the backfield all night long. Silver's defense, a lot of stunts. Their ends off the line. Just an excellent package put together by Coach Siqueiros and Coach Diaz for the defensive personnel for Silver High School. And on the other side, Scotty Donovan, boy, he got the call early and he pounded the football and pounded the football and pounded the football. Silver utilized Frankie Castillo, who was not at 100% in the backfield, as well as DJ Bly. And boy, DJ Bly reminds you of that Larry Zonka character. He just runs and pounds and just runs right through people. And that boy loves contact. He just loves contact. Well, we're going to get started really quick. Cobre High did something again that they hadn't done all year long. Last week they did score on the opening drive, but you know it was against Socorro. They were put to the test. They received the football. They take that football 69 yards to pay dirt, get in the end zone, and once again started off Antonio Hawkins. There was one rush. He got the call early. From the 31-yard line, he rushed for 12 yards to the 43-yard line. Roberson then went to the air. He had a Marcus Sanchez down the right side all alone. He beat Justin Montes, but Sanchez can't hang on to the football. On a 3rd and long situation again, Roberson goes right back to Sanchez. This time, he gets by Montes and makes the catch. It's a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. And then Roberson will later connect with Michael Pena from 6 yards out. Tyler Miller misses the extra point, and the Indians go up 6-0 right at the opening minutes of the 1st quarter. And what does Silver do? Silver comes right back. Scotty Donovan, we talked about him earlier, he gets a heavy dose. He got 8 carries back to back. Zach Hasso would have a scramble in that situation on a passing attack where he scrambled to bring the ball inside the red zone to the 20-yard line. Frankie Castillo would get the call, run the ball inside the 10-yard line, and on a 3rd and goal from the 2, Scotty Donovan would just punch the ball right up the gut. And Jeremiah Burke, again, he's injured after a penalty, made the extra point kick a little further back, and he missed it. At that point, the score was 6-6. And from the opening series of both offenses, you kind of thought, holy smokes, this game is going to be a barn burn with offense. In fact, quite the opposite. I guess it took each series of defenses to see what they were up against, and then they went ice cold. The whole 2nd quarter, Silver coughed up the football. Donovan had a fumble. Cobre coughed up the football. It was just a couple of turnover on downs. Everybody was just, it was just an amazing game. You know, either team could not get any offense going. Field position was being played, and the game went tied at 6-6 at halftime. 3rd quarter, Silver, of course, receives, gets the ball first, and they come right down and they score. Again, Donovan gets the call, carries the ball from to the 40-yard line. DJ Bly then comes out and gets another few carries into about the 30-yard line. Donovan comes back out on a 3rd and 11 from the 28. Again, Hasso, he was just an escape artist last night. It looked like he was going to get sacked. He dumps the ball off to Castillo, and Castillo runs the ball inside the 5-yard line. He later punches it in from 3 yards out. The extra point by Burke is good. Colts go up 13-6. From then on, again, just a defensive battle. And if you were there back and forth, Cobre had a lot of missed opportunities. They got the ball back with inside a minute to play. And I'm telling you, Roberson, he hooks up with Michael Pena on a couple of plays. It looked like Silver was going to be able to get this game going on a 4th and long situation. Roberson connects with Antonio Hawkes. In fact, the spot was so close they had to bring the sticks out. It was a 1st down, but time just expired. Roberson tried a couple of shots to the end zone, tried to hit Sanchez and Pena on another shot, but he just wasn't able to connect. Silver's defense, the secondary, Justin Montes did an excellent job in the second half, shutting down Sanchez. Sanchez had again a ball hit off of his helmet, and he was pretty much harassed most of the night by Montes in that second half of play. Silver's win puts him at 3-0 in district, while Cobre drops to 3-1. Silver will play I believe it's Hot Springs on Friday. The Tigers, Cobre beat them 18-0. So Silver wins this game. They are the District 3-4A champs. And in my eyes and in my mind, it's formality. Silver will win this game. And this game that they just beat Cobre was for the District 3-4A championship. Cobre, on the other hand, they will remain at home. They play Cathedral on Friday night in a non-district affair. And it is the last regular season football game. Playoffs are coming up. This week it's going to get crazy. Sunday, seeding comes out. And where are these two teams going to be matched up? Catch me on Wednesday's edition of the Midweek Sports Report, and we'll talk a little bit about that, of where these two teams might end up as far as the polls and rankings and that stuff is concerned. But we're going to stick with football. We talked about Cobre and Silver. Now we're going to talk about Western New Mexico University football. They pulled off a big road win last week. They returned home on Saturday to face a tough Adams State college football team. Adams State was, I think they're number 4 in the conference, in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. They were excellent. Mustangs were down 19 points in the second half. And over the span of the next 18 minutes, they put up 30 points to make a comeback and beat Adams State 40-36. Adams State had a 22-10 halftime lead. They got a quick score in the 3rd quarter to up it to 29-10. Mitch Glassman started things off. He faked a handoff and got into the end zone. And after the extra point was blocked, it was a 29-16 game at that point. Mustang defense was just on fire in the 3rd and 4th quarters, forcing 3 and outs. Glassman would connect with Brent Courtney for a 39-yard touchdown pass on the next score. And on the bad snap, Marcus Smith had to improvise. So he avoided several tacklers, found Courtney in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Cut the lead at 29-24 with still 14:52 to play in that game. A few plays later, Glassman, after another 3 and out, Glassman would find a wide open Smith for a 24-yard touchdown reception. And WNMU came back to take the lead 30-29 at that point. Josh McIntyre drilled a 32-yard field goal on the next series to give the Mustangs a 33-29 lead with just 4 minutes and 17 seconds left in the contest. Adams State would take 5 plays in a minute and 34 and move 75 yards to regain the lead with 2:50 to play. And I think that was a big mistake on Adams State part, because the Mustang offense, the Mustang Express, was just on fire. And again, Glassman would air it out and hit Larry Young the second in stride. He would get that down to the 3-yard line. Tupia then would get a couple of calls, and he would punch the ball in with 43 seconds to play, giving the Mustangs a 40-36 lead. WNMU scored on all but 2 drives in the second half. They ran 31 more plays than Adams State, and they held an advantage in total yards, 618 to 459, as well as time of possession, 34 minutes, 37 seconds compared to 25 minutes, 13 seconds for the Grizzlies. We're going to talk a little bit about Marquise Rogers, running back for Western New Mexico University. He set a season high with 222 yards on the ground in just 32 carries. He also added a touchdown in the first half. He averaged 6.9 yards per carry. Glassman was 23 of 45 for 347 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did have no interceptions. Brent Courtney caught 4 passes for 59 yards and a score. Rogers added 4 catches for 51 yards. Willie Bobbitt had 3 catches for 79 yards. Young the second had 3 catches for 40 yards. Donald Byrd had 3 catches for 39 yards. And Xavier Ayers had 3 catches for 28 yards. We're going to leave football for a little bit, and we're going to talk a little bit about Cobre Silver Volleyball. Now, these 2 teams connected last Thursday, and it actually was the district finale for both teams. Silver swept with a 3-0 victory. They won 25-15, 25-14, and 25-17. This match was played in Silver City. The victory kept the Lady Colts undefeated in district play, and they are the number 1 seed in the district tournament. They will play Saturday. The remainder of the teams, Hatch is the number 2 seed. They will have to play each other, and the winner will just see silver Saturday at 2 p.m. The Lady Indians, they ended up 4-4 in the district, and they are the number 3 seed. They will play the winner of Socorro and Hot Springs Tuesday night, 6 p.m. in Bayard. I'm going to give you a little stats on the game. Deandra Perry led in aces with 3, while Asia Morales had 2. Morales had 6 points, while Perry had 5, and Megan Maddie had 4. Maddie led in kills with 15, while Liddy Cook had 14, and Molly Nix had 10. At the net, Maddie had 5 blocks, while Morales had 4, and Cook and Nix posted 2 apiece. Morales dished out 38 assists, while Kaylee Rubush had 18 digs, Morales had 10 digs, and Maddie had 9. On Cobre's end, Tori Oaxaca and Alicia Solis led with 3 points respectively. Eliza Ortiz had 2. Natasha Macon had 8 hits, while Hannah Burnett had 2. Macon posted 3 blocks, while Burnett added 1. Oaxaca led in passes with 18, while Valerie Torres and Bianca Ortiz had 7 apiece. Amari Hawkins posted 4 assists, while Oaxaca led with 3 digs. Silver's junior varsity won 25-16, 25-7, and Silver's freshman team won 25-9, 25-16. Western New Mexico University volleyball split on the weekend. They ended up beating Fort Lewis College 3-2. They had a slow start where they fell 25-23, 27-25, and then were able to win the next 3, 25-19, 25-20, and 15-10. The victory put them at 7-8 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference and 10-12 overall. Exhibition basketball is on its way. And this past Saturday was the kickoff for both Western New Mexico University women's and men's basketball teams. Now, the Mustangs were in Albuquerque playing at the Pit. They exhibitioned the University of New Mexico, and in front of 13,000 fans. The Mustangs fell short 89-45. Marcus Castrillo missed out on a double-double as he added a team-high 8 rebounds. Brandon Tanter led the way in assists with 3, while Scott had 3 steals. UNM had 4 players in double figures, led by 22 points from Colin Neal. The Mustangs will be back in action Thursday when they will play Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona. That contest begins at 7. It's another exhibition game. We're going to talk about the Lady Mustangs. They were playing Division I Idaho State University, and they fell 75-58 in exhibition action. We're going to talk a little bit about Stephanie Moore and Ashley Mitchell. Moore and Mitchell reached double digits in scoring. Moore had 11 and 5 rebounds, while Mitchell had 10 points. She made 3 trays on the night. Nolani Hernandez led in rebounds with 6, while Ratanya Newsom led the offense with 5 assists and 3 steals. And again, WNMU will remain on the road for another exhibition. They will play Monday night against Utah State. Tip-off is set there for 7 p.m. So, again, big weekend of action. Great for Silver football, Cobre football, Grant County fans. It was a packed house in Bayard, standing room only. It was just an excellent football game. Wish you guys could have been there. If you weren't there, pick up a copy of Monday's edition of the Silver City Sun News. It'll have all the information of each of the games. You can also catch us online at www.scsun-news.com. And again, all the information on all the games are posted online. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. You can follow my Facebook feed as well. And it just doesn't get any better than this. Getting ready to cut down on football and volleyball. We're on our last weeks before we hit some playoffs. It's going to get heated up. Things are looking good. So catch me Wednesday for the midweek sports report. And again, we'll be talking a little bit about football and where you think Cobre and Silver will end up with seeding-wise in the state playoffs. And by then, we'll know if Cobre will have a win or a loss, and possibly their state playoff dreams, whether they're going to shatter or continue on. And of course, Silver High looking strong as they are the #1 seed in District 348, and again, going to go to the state playoffs. So, just want to thank my videographer, Dakota Udero, for helping me out. And once again, good night, so long.